short like Marty, so I got this. Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Carlucci. I am one of the co-founders of a new organization in Buffalo called the B Team. First of all, has anybody heard of us? Can you raise your hand? Okay, so that gives me like 30 new people that I can recruit before you leave today. That's perfect. The idea of the B Team was born out of this necessity that was noticed. As you can probably tell, I'm not one of the older people in the room. I'm a young Buffalo resident, and so I don't have 40 years of looking at the city and seeing what's wrong with it. And maybe that's a good thing, because what we've noticed is Buffalo has a lot of resources open to it, and those resources aren't the water, aren't the wind, aren't the gas or electricity or whatever you want to say a resource really is. And nothing against people in here that have spoken about the actual natural resources in Buffalo by the official definition. But the biggest resource that Buffalo has is its people. And as a few people mentioned earlier, you can go down a city street in Buffalo and say, I don't know where the heck I am, and people will give you directions. People will lead you. People want to do good for their community, and they do it on a small scale at their homes, with their friends and their families. And what we have decided as an organization is, if we can gather people together to help on a very small scale, it's sort of a trickle-up sort of theory that we have. But if we can start people in neighborhoods and inspire them to get out, grab a broom, sweep the sidewalk, pick up some garbage, somebody might see that and say, hey, if they can do it, I can do that. And if everybody picked up one piece of garbage, if everybody in the city of Buffalo picked up one piece of garbage on their front lawn or on the street or whatever, every day, there would be no garbage on the city streets in Buffalo. If every single person in Buffalo was inspired to just get out there for an hour a week, 1 hour a week, and volunteer for any of these organizations that are in this room now, any organizations that exist out there, 1 hour of the week. I'm not good with math, but I don't know, there's like 1,000 hours in a week or something. So if you take 1/1000th of the time that's in a week, actually it's not 1,000 hours, that's not even close, so it's embarrassing. But if you take whatever percentage of your week and give back to your community, you have basically joined the B Team. We look at the A Team, too bad that Chris Collins just left, because I was going to point him out. But we look at the A Team as the people that are already here, that are the elected leaders, that are the big business owners, organizations that have really been here a long time and know what Buffalo is. Places like the CVB, for example, or the actual government itself. The B Team is the people that weren't fortunate enough to end up being elected into power, but the real power is in the people. So anyway, the B Team is an organization that does not have one main purpose. We don't just work for cleaning up the rivers, and we don't work for cleaning up the streets, and we don't rebuild houses, because there's organizations out there that do all of that already, and they're fantastic organizations. What the B Team wants to do is work with everyone. Work with every organization that's out there, every person that's out there doing good. We have one classification for people in these organizations in Buffalo, and it's people who do good. It's a very broad classification, but I think it's a good one. What we want to do in the years coming up, actually, let me go back. I want to break away from your format. So here, let's get official. Bullet point number 1: our biggest success in the past 12 months. We did an event in December on what I could possibly say was the coldest day ever. This was our decision. We read the Farmer's Almanac, and we knew it was going to be cold. We got 60 volunteers to go into a neighborhood in the University District. We picked a block club. We just sort of randomly picked the block club, and we walked into their neighborhood. We found the block club president, and we said, for Christmas, we are going to take every single house on your street, and we are going to decorate that house for Christmas, because we know that you're not going to be able to do it yourself, and we want to bring a little Christmas cheer to your street. So what we did on the coldest day in the history of the universe, we all bundled up in sweatshirts and jackets and put up a tent, and we had 60 to 70 volunteers out on the street hanging Christmas lights on people's houses. They didn't ask us for it. They didn't fill out an application. They didn't pay us. Everything was donated. Go to Buffalo.FM to see the sponsors. They were on their street. They were on their front porches saying, "Thank you. God bless you. You don't know how much this means to us." There was children out there, and it was a very cold day. So the children were all bundled up, and they were out there on the streets with us, hanging Christmas lights on their houses. We did a Christmas tree dedication. And the thing about it too is not all the people on the streets celebrated Christmas, but it was more than just a holiday for them. It was the inspiration that there are people that care about them. There are big organizations here, and some of them are represented in the room, and they're very prominent and important people in this city that are, well, important and prominent. And there's some small people at the very end of that spectrum that feel like they're not represented, or they feel like they're not important. What we want to do is we want to get those people not only to know that they're important, but to know that there's other important people out there like them that need to get out there and join in and make the city a better place. In the upcoming year, we plan to reach out to some of the organizations that are in this room, some of the organizations that have left this room, and will probably be here in a little bit as well, and find out what exactly you need. There's organizations that are in need of volunteers, that are in need of effort, that are in need of just helping hands. And what we want to do for you is find you the people. We're a very young organization. We have over 100 members now, and we anticipate that to increase tenfold in the years to come. All we want to do is do good. We don't have any staff. We don't have any office. We don't have any office supplies. We don't, our staplers and filing cabinets are the people just like you. We get together once a month and we decide what's the next good thing that we can do. And I thank you all for your time. And I do want to say one thing though. If I close my eyes and say my vision for the next 10 years is I will see every person in this room at one point or another out on the street with a shovel or with a broom or with an ice scraper or hanging Christmas lights. So I'll be looking for all of you. Thank you very much.